Creativity for me is not an option. It is part of my DNA. It is who I am. Creativity is defined as the tendency to generate or recognize ideas, alternatives, or possibilities that may be useful for problems, communicating with others, and entertaining ourselves and others. Welcome to today's event. I am your host and creatrix, Chandra Isis. View our directory here to see our itinerary. We will get started in just a few moments. You are welcome. Before we proceed on today's event, let's just pay attention to this right here. As always, guys, we want to take a look back at what we have done. We're so busy in creation mode, sometimes we don't even know what the heck we just did. Until Spirit tap us on the shoulder and say, hey, you need to celebrate what you already did. I know you in this engine revving and the wheels are churning, but just stop for a moment and see what you already done. So this is what we're going to do right here. We're going to celebrate what we have, and then as we get more, we continue the party. All right? That's what he said. Celebrate every stage of completion. Here's some news that you can use. Books, books, and more books. All the creations. It's just time to celebrate. I don't know if this is going to be a physical event or a virtual event, but it has to be, something has to be done. It's almost like you have to acknowledge certain things, because what is the purpose? What are you doing it for if you're not going to celebrate it? So that keeps coming up, y'all, and I'm going to celebrate it. Celebration. I don't know when or what, but just know there's a celebration on the horizon. Do you need prayer support? Do you need coaching? Do you need a one-on-one consult? Do you need answers in certain areas? Well, Coach C can help you with all of that and more. Text with a blessing and probably messages waiting just for you. Oh, just accept that and move on. So, what is this announcement? Well, the announcement is, you know how the launches are usually for spring or fall launch? Well, Spirit tapped me on the shoulder and said, you got many things to release, so you can't, like, how should I say this? Don't limit yourself. So instead of having a spring launch and a fall launch, we're just going to have something that's called It's Launch Day. That can happen every week, every month. You just never know. You just have to stay tuned because we're always launching something new. Now, I must confess, I'm a little bit behind schedule on my releases. Life happens, okay? So I'm trying to catch up. I have several more books to release, card decks, botanical products. I mean, there's so many things that I'm kind of like trying to play catch up on. And so Spirit just said, you have time. So I'm going to just be rolling out releases of new items. I hear every day. So maybe I say weekly, but I just heard every day. I think to give each item its own star quality, or let's say highlight, maybe it is time to just do it every day. For instance, as an example, so far currently in my hand, I have 5 or 6 books. I'm looking at my shelf. 5 or 6 books already. So the first one was the dictionary. Then you have Tootsie Soul Food Cookbook. Then you have Sacred Sensual Gods and Goddesses. Then you have the children's book. And then you have Veganized Soul Cookbook. I think that was the last one. So there's 5 printed books so far. Working on more. But each one of those books basically needs its own spotlight. So that's 5 books, so that's 5 days. So say the first day you have the dictionary, you give the dictionary its own little special launch day. So we may do it like that. Or we may do it weekly because there's 52 weeks in the year. So that would be 52 products. I can see that easily. Because we have 10 card decks. And I'm really, really waiting to see or to get my decks in hand. I have 1, 2, 3 in hand now. I have 1 on the way. It just takes time to print. So it's like I'm still waiting on a few to come in. So when I get all of my decks, it's like each one need their own day. So that's 10 decks, that's 10 days. You see what I'm saying? So this was and is the little announcement. Instead of having spring and fall launches, I'm going to be doing its launch day. And during those days or weeks, however I decide, well, Spirit said every day, so we'll see. However, Spirit wants me to do it. Be always on the lookout for something to be launched. Amen. I hear backlogged. Yeah, I do have a backlog, and I'm trying to play catch up. Not really, but I'm about to. I took a little hiatus, a little break on my products, but I'm back on it. All right, so stay tuned. Why? Because something good is always on the way. I mean, always. Spirit said daily. So maybe we'll have its launch day daily.
Work, and my work is God's work. For God works through me. In Him I live, move, and have my being. In me God lives, moves, and expresses Himself. The promises of God are yes and amen. Amen, amen, and that's the end.
Now available for purchase. Providence is finally ready for you to point, click, and shop. I have, I think, about 4 autographed copies ready to be shipped out to you. Would you like an autographed copy of Providence? The links are in the description box below. Point, click, and shop at www.coachcshop.com so that you can get your autographed copy. Thank you in advance. P.S. Those autographed copies will not have that little line right there that says not for sale. Those are just my proof copies, but your autographed copies will not have that on it. Just wanted to let you know that. Thank you. I had a little beet chip left. Bon appetit. Carrot, apple, and beet juice. to make some good muffins. It's gonna be some good carrots. A lot of carrots in here today. So carrots, apple, and beets, and a little bit of ginger. Of course, I'm gonna add blueberries and see what I come up with. Yumlicious. Good pulp. Non-tobacco, 100% certified medicinal herbs. This is legal. It's designed to calm and relax you and to aid in lucid dreaming. Please consult a physician before taking any type of herbal supplements. I am not a medical doctor. Thank you.
Beloveds, thanks for joining our event today, and thank you for celebrating our new items today. Again, as stated in the video, be on the lookout and stay plugged in because we will have frequent launch days. Amen, somebody. Please, ma'am, please, sir, share this video. Go on to our websites, Point.Click.SHOP, and support your friend in holistic wellness, spirit, soul, and body. Until next time, peace and love.